Hello Dog Lover, in this video I'm going to explain about the environment or the places and the time or the duration that it takes to train your dog. All that and more coming up. So in this video I'm going to talk about the space and time, not the sci-fi version of it, but the space and time that it takes to train your dog. When it comes to your dog, especially being a young dog, puppy, or even an adult dog, if you have adopted a dog, there is a time and space that you need to invest training your dog that will be more effective for you, and you're going to get better results if you take these steps instead of just doing whenever or whatever. Hello Dog Lover, my name is Saro. I'm a dog trainer, also coach dog owners. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you want to become an educated dog lover and have a healthy and happy, well-behaved dog, consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell icon as well, so you will get notified as soon as I post my next video. So I've broken down these steps to 5 steps. So remember, you're focused on training your dog or puppy because you have just got your puppy and you want to start training your dog, or you have just adopted your adult dog and you want to start training your dog. These are the steps that you need to take. So let's get started. Step 1 is to start training your dog inside of the house, in your living room, or any environment inside of the house that is more relaxing and comfortable for you and your dog to focus train your dog. This is an environment that your dog is hopefully very relaxed, is very comfortable to be in it, and you also have created an environment that is very quiet and calm, and the kids are not bothering you and nothing in general is bothering you, and you have dedicated this environment to focus train your dog. So what I mean by focus train is investing 15 minutes to half an hour that you are shutting down everything in your life, including cell phones, your computer, your thoughts about your job, your family, everything you have shut down, and you're just focused on your dog. And you just focus train your dog for 15 minutes to 30 minutes in that environment, let's say in your living room. So you're going to spend a month in your living room training your dog. Everything that you're learning from my channel, let's say, or from your dog trainer, or from wherever you're getting your information from, you have to invest that time and that space to train your dog. So 1 month for the first step, which is in your home, in your living room, for instance. You have to spend 1 month to train your dog every day. Step 2 is your backyard. So now, after a month that you have focus trained your puppy or your dog, now you're ready to go to backyard. If you don't have a backyard and you live in a building, the walkways or the hallways are the best environment to start going to the next level. So focus on training your dog or puppy for 15 days in this environment. The backyard or the hallway have more distraction and more noises, smells, and the environment now is different too. So it's more challenging for you to get results and for your dog to focus. So focus in this environment, step 2, for another 15 days until you get results. Step 3 is in your front yard or in front of your building, or if you are living in a building, the parking lot would be the ideal environment to step up the training space and the time. So in this space you want to invest about 10 days to 15 days. Now your puppy or your dog is experiencing more distractions, more sound, more smells. So it's a little bit harder for them to focus. So depending on each dog, you want to spend another 10 to 15 days in this environment and focus train your dog again for about 15 minutes to 30 minutes every day in this environment. Now we're going to go to step 4. After spending in the living room, in the hallway, or the backyard, or the parking lot, or the front yard, now we are ready to go and practice everything that we are learning on the streets. The streets are now noisier, have more things going on. Your dog or puppy is going to be more distracted, harder to have your dog focused on you and things that they have learned so far. So spend about 20 days or even a month every day for 15 minutes to 30 minutes practicing everything that you're learning on the street. Don't give up. Just focus on training your dog. If your dog or puppy is having a hard time paying attention to you and being focused on you, that's the signal that your dog or your puppy is overwhelmed. Maybe you have to back up a little bit, go back in the parking lot or in the backyard or in the front yard, wherever your dog is going to be more focused on you. Go back there and practice a little bit more, and then come back and practice on the street. So on the street, which is level 4, you want to spend another 20 days or a month to make sure that you're getting better results from the previous step. Now is step 5. This is the dog park. This is the park and this is the environment that everybody wants to get results from their dog. One of the biggest mistakes that dog owners make is they go from living room to the dog park within a day or 2 or a week. And that makes you not to succeed, not to get results, and get frustrated too because you're not getting the results that you are getting in the living room. Remember, in the living room, your dog is nice and relaxed. The environment is relaxed. It's very different than the park itself. So you're not going to get the same results that you're getting in the living room at the park. So remember this, and now that you have taken the steps 1, 2, and 3, and 4, now you're ready to work on your dog at the park. But in this step, I want you to break down the park to 3 parts. So what I mean by that is you break down the dog park environment to 3 steps. Level 1 is a park that there's hardly any dogs. You may have to drive around to find parks like that. Maybe you have to search, Google Map it, any way that you can, find parks that you won't see many dogs. And even better it is that you don't see any dogs. A park that there's hardly people going by, there's hardly any dog coming. That's the perfect environment to introduce level 5 of the dog park to your dog. This gives you an idea of how your dog is cooperating with you. Because we have a different environment now, there are more smells, more sounds, more distractions, your dog is going to have a harder time to focus on you. But if you follow the steps of 1, 2, and 3, and 4, you will definitely get better results at the park level 1. Level 2 park is a park that there's some dogs coming, going, some people, some joggers, some people are active playing games or things like that, or some dogs even are coming and going and playing with their owners or playing with other dogs. This is an environment that you're going to spend another 10 to 15 days before you go to the next level. And the level 3 or the next level of dog park is actually the dog park. So you have spent about 20 days in level 1 and 2 of dog parks. Now you're in a dog park that there's lots of dogs, lots of things going on, lots of things are happening. Your dog is fully exposed to everything and anything now, and you have taken steps 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and now you're in a dog park and hopefully you're getting some results. So this is the time that you're going to spend another 15 days to about a month in this environment just to make sure that everything is going well. Your dog is practicing, your dog is learning, your dog is cooperating, your dog is listening, your dog is nice and relaxed. Then you can say my dog is trained. So yes, you have to take all these steps before you say that I have a dog who's trained, well trained in all environments. So you have to expose your dog slowly and gradually from one space, one environment, and investing different times and locations and sounds and smell until you're getting to the level that your dog is nicely and comfortably willing to listen to you and focus on you and pay attention to you. Remember these two additional tips. If your dog is not listening to you when you're in level 3, don't feel bad to go to level 2 or even 1. It's not about your dog is not smart enough or it's having a hard time learning. It's all about how much time your dog needs to learn. It's not about you, it's about your dog. Give the time, let your dog have enough time and space to practice and learn before you move on to the next level. And tip number 2, make sure you follow all these steps. Maybe it's going to take you from level 1 to level 5, maybe 6 months or even a year to get there. But you gotta spend all these steps before you say, I have a dog who's reliable, who listens to me, who pays attention to me, who's well trained. So make sure to follow all these steps and don't go from your living room to the park within a week or a month or a few months either. Take these little steps. It takes a little bit longer. It makes you work a little bit harder, but at the end it pays off. So take the time and then train your dog. If you have any questions, leave those questions in the comments area. And until next time, have fun with your dog.